Look at your hand. Right now, in your hand, there is a device more powerful than the computers that sent rockets to the moon. A device that can connect you instantly to anyone in the world. A device that can give you every piece of information ever recorded in human history. It looks like a tool of unlimited possibility. But for most people, it's not a tool. It's a trap. For most people, it's not freedom. It's chains. For most people, it's not helping them live their dream. It's stealing it. Your phone is stealing your dream. You think you're in control. You think you can put it down anytime. You think you're the one choosing what to do. But are you? Or is the phone choosing for you? Do you pick it up to check one thing, only to realize an hour is gone? Do you scroll endlessly, chasing dopamine hits, while your real goals gather dust? Do you feel tired, unfocused, drained, without even doing real work? That's not by accident. That's design. Every beep, every notification, every algorithm is designed to steal your attention, and with it, your life. Your phone is stealing your dream. Most people don't see it. They call it relaxing. They call it staying informed. They call it connection. But is that connection real? How many conversations do you truly remember? How many hours of scrolling gave you joy that lasted? How many likes filled the hole inside you? None. Because the phone was never designed to fulfill you. It was designed to own you. And here's the myth. People say, it's just entertainment. No. It's enslavement. They say, it's just how the world works now. No. It's how the world keeps you from working on what matters. They say, it's harmless. No. It's lethal, because it doesn't kill your body. It kills your focus. It kills your creativity. It kills your discipline. And without focus, without creativity, without discipline, your dream cannot survive. Your phone is stealing your dream. Think of the hours. How many do you give away every day? An hour here, an hour there. 10 minutes while waiting. 20 minutes before bed. 15 minutes after waking. Add them together. That's not minutes. That's months. That's years. That's your book unwritten. That's your business unbuilt. That's your body untrained. That's your vision unrealized. Every swipe is not free. Every tap has a cost. Every scroll is a transaction where you trade your future for a moment of distraction. The real danger is not that you waste time once. The real danger is that you build a habit. You build an identity. Every time you pick up your phone instead of picking up your purpose, you're teaching yourself who you are. You're teaching yourself that comfort matters more than calling. You're teaching yourself that reacting matters more than creating. And those lessons sink deep. They shape your brain. They wire your habits. They become your character. Most people live this way forever. They sleep with the phone by their pillow. They wake to the phone before they even breathe deeply. Their first thought of the day belongs not to their vision, but to their feed. They don't even own their mornings anymore. They gave them away. And then they wonder why they feel anxious, unfulfilled, empty. The answer is right there. Your phone is stealing your dream. But not you. Not if you choose differently. Not if you decide that your life is worth more than someone else's algorithm. Not if you decide that your attention is too precious to be auctioned off to the highest bidder. Not if you decide to reclaim your mornings, your focus, your purpose. Ask yourself, what could you build if you gave your first hour to your dream instead of your device? What could you become if you stopped scrolling and started creating? What would your life look like if you fed your soul instead of your feed? That's the power waiting for you. That's the life your phone is stealing from you. The refrain must echo. The truth must be repeated until it burns. Your phone is stealing your dream. And here's the brutal part, it doesn't care. It doesn't care if you succeed. It doesn't care if you fail. It doesn't care if you waste your life. The feed will be there, endlessly scrolling, endlessly updating, endlessly distracting, until you are gone. And then it will move on to the next person. The only one who cares is you. The only one who can stop it is you. So let's shatter the myth now. Your phone is not neutral. Your phone is not harmless. Your phone is not just a tool. Your phone is a thief. A thief dressed as a friend. A thief that lives in your pocket. A thief that waits for you to be tired, to be weak, to be bored, and then strikes. And the worst part is, you invite it in. You charge it every night. You protect it with a case. You panic if it's lost. You serve your thief. And in return, it steals your future. But there is hope. There is always hope. Because the same device that steals your dream can also be used to build it. The same screen that distracts you can also educate you. The same tool that wastes your hours can multiply them. The difference is not in the phone. The difference is in you. Will you control it, or will it control you? Will you use it to build, or will you let it break you? Will you own it, or will you let it own you? Right now, most people are losing. They are addicted. They are scattered. They are trapped in loops of distraction. But there are some who rise above it. There are some who delete the apps, silence the notifications, reclaim their mornings, guard their attention. And those people? They build. They finish. They create. They live. Which side will you choose? Remember this. The dream you say you want cannot survive in the shadow of your screen. The life you hope to live cannot coexist with endless distraction. The person you could become is being smothered by the person you are training yourself to be. And every time you let the phone win, you let the dream die a little more. Say it louder. Say it until it cuts through the noise. Say it until it wakes you up. Your phone is stealing your dream. Most people underestimate the cost of distraction. They think losing 5 minutes doesn't matter. They think scrolling a little before bed is harmless. They think checking notifications during work is no big deal. But those minutes add up. And when you add them up, you realize your dream didn't die suddenly. It died in fragments, in pieces, stolen 5 minutes at a time. Your phone is stealing your dream. Most people, they check their phone before they even rise from bed. They start their day serving someone else's agenda. Emails, messages, headlines, feeds. From the very first moment, their focus is stolen. They don't realize the damage. They don't realize that the first hour of the day shapes the next 16. And because they gave it away, they spend the whole day behind, the whole day reacting, the whole day scattered. That person, the one who decides differently, guards their mornings like treasure. They rise, and instead of grabbing the phone, they grab a journal, a book, a workout, a plan. They create before they consume. They lead before they follow. They feed their vision before they feed the feed. And because of that, their life transforms. Here's a story. A young man dreamed of being a musician. He had talent. He had ideas. But every time he sat down to practice, his phone buzzed. A message. A notification. A video. One interruption, then another. Hours vanished. Songs remained unfinished. His dream stayed locked inside him. One day, he turned off his phone and locked it away before practice. At first, the silence was uncomfortable. But in that silence, he found focus. In that focus, he found progress. Months later, he recorded his first album. The only thing that changed? He stopped letting his phone steal his dream. Another story. A student wanted top grades, but she studied with her phone next to her. Every buzz pulled her out of focus. Every break to scroll turned into 20 wasted minutes. She thought she was working hard, but in reality, she was half studying, half scrolling, half living. Then she made a new rule: no phone during study. 1 hour, pure focus. The first week was hard. The second week was easier. The third week, she realized she was finishing tasks in half the time. Her grades rose. Her stress fell. Her dream of entering her dream university became real. Not because she suddenly got smarter. Because she stopped letting her phone steal her dream. Most people will defend their addiction. They'll say, "I use it to relax." But do you feel relaxed, or do you feel drained? They'll say, "I use it to stay informed." But are you informed or overwhelmed? They'll say, "I use it to connect." But are you connected or lonely? Look around. People sit together, but their eyes are on screens. Families eat together, but their attention is elsewhere. Friends hang out, but each person is lost in their own digital bubble. That's not connection. That's isolation disguised as connection. That person chooses differently. That person values presence over pixels. That person looks people in the eye. That person builds real relationships. That person knows dreams are not built in endless scrolls. Dreams are built in focused hours, in deep work, and discipline. Another story. A woman wanted to start a business. She had ideas, but she spent her evenings scrolling through other people's lives. She saw highlight reels, fake successes, curated perfection. Instead of building her business, she compared herself. She felt smaller. She felt stuck. Until one night, she deleted the apps that stole her joy. She reclaimed her evenings. And in that reclaimed time, she wrote her business plan. She launched. She grew. She thrived. Her business wasn't born out of endless scrolling. It was born the moment she stopped letting her phone steal her dream. Most people, they treat their phone like oxygen. They panic if it's out of reach. They can't sit in silence for 2 minutes without it. That's weakness. That's slavery. That person, stronger, freer, can be still. Can be quiet. Can think. Can focus. And in that focus, they build what others only fantasize about. Your phone is not just costing you hours. It's costing you courage. Because every time you reach for it to avoid discomfort, you lose the chance to grow. You avoid the hard conversation by scrolling. You avoid the scary decision by scrolling. You avoid the work by scrolling. And the avoidance becomes habit. The habit becomes identity. You become someone who runs instead of someone who rises. But when you put the phone down, you face life head on. You face fear. You face challenge. You face responsibility. And in that facing, you grow. Consistency lives here too. Most people are consistent with one thing only, checking their phone. Day after day. Hour after hour. They never miss it. Imagine if they gave the same consistency to their dream. Imagine if they were as faithful to their goals as they are to their notifications. That person makes the shift. That person transfers consistency from the feed to their focus. And that's when momentum explodes. Vision requires space. Creativity requires silence. But your phone fills every gap, every quiet moment, every pause. And without space, vision suffocates. Without silence, creativity dies. That person, different, disciplined, creates space. They turn off the noise. They reclaim the pause. And in that pause, ideas bloom. Solutions appear. Dreams breathe again. Service, yes, even that is stolen by your phone. Because when you're buried in a screen, you don't notice the people right in front of you. You don't see the need. You don't hear the cry. You don't give the gift of presence. That person, awake, aware, looks up. That person serves. That person gives. That person inspires. Because they are not lost in distraction. They are present in reality. So where do you stand? Are you one more person scrolling their life away, giving your power to a device that doesn't care about you? Or are you the person who says, no more? Enough. My dream is worth more than a screen. My purpose is worth more than distraction. My future is worth more than an algorithm. Every time you pick up your phone mindlessly, you are making a choice. Every time you put it down with intention, you are making a choice. One choice leads to regret. The other leads to results. One choice steals your dream. The other builds it. The refrain remains. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it stings enough to act. Your phone is stealing your dream. Your life is ticking away. Every second matters. Every hour counts. And yet, you keep giving those hours to a glowing screen that does not care about you. The harsh truth is this: your phone doesn't care if you succeed, if you fail, if you live, or if you waste your life. It only cares about one thing: your attention. And every day you give it, you lose. Your phone is stealing your dream. Think about what's really happening. While you scroll, someone else is building. While you refresh, someone else is training. While you watch, someone else is creating. While you wait for entertainment, someone else is moving toward their destiny. The difference between where you are and where you want to be might not be talent. It might not be luck. It might not even be opportunity. It might simply be that they put the phone down and you didn't. Most people will never escape. They'll defend their addiction until the end. They'll say, it's not that bad. They'll say, I can stop whenever I want. They'll say, I'm still doing fine. But they're not. Look closer. They're tired. They're anxious. They're restless. They're unfocused. They're filled with envy, comparing their lives to curated feeds. They're filled with regret, wishing they'd used their time better. They're filled with emptiness, because likes never replace love, and scrolls never replace purpose. That person, the one you can be, makes a different choice. That person says, enough. That person says, my dream is worth more than distraction. That person says, my purpose is stronger than my impulses. That person takes back control, one decision at a time. That person doesn't live by feelings. That person lives by discipline. That person doesn't wait for freedom. That person creates it. The refrain grows louder. The refrain grows heavier. Repeat it with me. Your phone is stealing your dream. And it's not just about wasted time. It's about wasted life. It's about missed opportunities. It's about unlived potential. The dream you said you wanted, the life you said you would build, the person you said you would become, they're slipping through your fingers every time you choose the screen over your soul. But here's the good news. You can stop it. You can take it back. You can break the cycle. It doesn't take magic. It doesn't take perfection. It doesn't take some huge dramatic change. It takes one decision. The decision to put it down. The decision to reclaim your time. The decision to guard your attention like the treasure it is. Imagine this. What if, starting tomorrow, you gave your mornings back to yourself? No phone for the first hour. Instead, you worked on your dream. Instead, you trained. Instead, you read. Instead, you planned. Imagine what 1 month of that discipline would do. Imagine 6 months. Imagine 1 year. You wouldn't even recognize yourself. That's not theory. That's fact. Because focus compounds. Attention compounds. Small choices repeated daily become unstoppable momentum. Most people will never see that. They will stay chained. They will stay distracted. They will stay ordinary. And that's their choice. But you have another choice. You can be extraordinary. You can be different. You can live a life that others only dream of. The question is not whether your phone is stealing your dream. It is. The question is whether you will let it keep stealing. The question is whether you will fight back. The question is whether you will choose to live instead of scroll. This is the climax. This is the moment. This is the call. Put it down. Step up. Take control. Build your dream. Live your purpose. Be that person today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Not when things slow down. Today. Because the truth will not change. Your phone is stealing your dream. But it doesn't have to. Not anymore. The power is yours. The choice is yours. The time is now. Stop scrolling. Start living. Stop consuming. Start creating. Stop comparing. Start building. Your dream is waiting. Your purpose is waiting. Your life is waiting. So when you hear the buzz, when you feel the pull, when you're tempted to waste another hour, remember this voice, this moment, this truth. And say no. Say enough. Say my life belongs to me, not my phone. And when you do, when you take your time back, when you put your focus where it belongs, when you live with intention, you'll discover something. The dream you thought you lost was never gone. It was only waiting for your attention. It was only waiting for your discipline. It was only waiting for you to rise. The real shift will not come from another app. The real shift will not come from another scroll. The real shift will not come from another hour lost to distraction. The real shift will come when you decide to guard your focus and fight for your dream. And when you do, when you live that way, you will never be the same. Your phone is stealing your dream. But starting today, it doesn't have to. Take it back. Live it out. Be that person.